How do we strengthen the gut microbiome's influence on weight management is really associated with dietary and lifestyle choices that promote a diverse and balanced microbiome, right? This idea of a diverse and balanced microbiome. And there's a couple key things that we can do, right? First, we're taking probiotics, right? We're taking probiotics, we're eating fermented foods when possible, right? But this idea of probiotics is awesome. And if you think about it, you have a bunch of bacteria that always stay in your body. But when you're taking probiotics, they're moving through your system. They are transient members of your gut microbiome, right? They often don't stay in that mucosal layer. They move from your mouth and they travel in about 24, 36 hours out of your body. So that benefit of your probiotics are transient, but when we are taking them consistently, I often think of bacteria as like Pac-Man. Has everybody seen a Pac-Man? You know, and they're like, bah, 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 and they're eating the little dots and they're doing things and running away from ghosts. If you're taking a probiotic once a day, it's just like a couple Pac-Mans moving through your system. And they don't really do a huge impact. However, if you are taking probiotics every day, you have thousands and billions, of Pac-Mans that are moving through your system and they make a huge impact. So probiotics, incredibly important part of the story. The other ones have to do with helping that diverse and balanced gut. One of the big ones is, you've heard me say this before, but that dietary soluble fiber and polyphenols. Those, just like when we had the small intestine, large intestine, my sugar and thin carbohydrates are getting absorbed in the small intestine. I need fuel to feed my gut microbiome in my large intestine. I need that material to pass through my small intestine and feed these billions and trillions of bacteria so they can do what they do, right? So eating, the best way to do this is think of a plant-based diet, right? That celebrates plants. And that's something we do at Love Biome incredibly well. Although PhytoPower Original is green, it has blends, reds. I mean, it has beautiful color, beautiful polyphenols, amazing components in that. So think of celebrating plants. Think about eating more in season. Our grocery stores don't have any seasons anymore, but try to think about that associated fruits. Celebrate vegetables in the season, reduce fruits. Whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, all fabulous. Eat them and celebrate them as well, because again, that's plant-based material. Unfortunately, meat doesn't really do anything for your gut microbiome. It's kind of sad, but meat is great. Meat is really about tissue repair, muscle building. It also has energy stores, like it gives short-term and long-term responses, so we feel fuller, right, when we're eating this meat. But ultimately, that meat is doing very little for your gut microbiome. The other one is limit processed foods and added sugars. I tell my students all the time, if you can't make it in your kitchen, it doesn't belong in your mouth. All of the added sugars and artificial ingredients and added oils, especially seed oils, are really problematic for our gut. We look at food, and you can look at an apple and I'm gonna get this benefit from this apple. But you look at some coagulated, processed mess, like a Dorito, and you look at it and your body doesn't even know what that is. And so since your body doesn't know what it is, your body is thinking, I don't know what's going on. It's highly variable. And so you actually end up eating more. You eat about 25 to 30% more when you eat heavy processed foods or ultra processed foods. All right, healthy fats. We could talk about healthy fats for a whole time, but you really want omega-3 fats. These are the ones that you would find in like flax and salmon and fatty fish and walnuts and some seeds. And we want to reduce the amount of omega-6s that we get, which are those seed oils. The other ones, For weight management, we have to talk about exercise, but it doesn't have to be intense. It just needs to be moderate to easy exercise that is consistent 3 times a week. That's all you need to do. Be active. Make these little choices of taking the stairs versus the elevator. It doesn't have to be this crazy intense, but you being active just allows movement throughout your body. It allows redistribution of this energy. It is a beautiful thing. Other one, I know this is a lot, just like I'm on 6, is to manage your stress and sleep. All of you, there is no better time for your body than to sleep, right? Everything resets. Your gut microbiome gets a break. Your movement of your food gets a break. Everything just relaxes and resets. We should be sleeping 8 hours a night. And stress. I know we live stressful lives, but stress is terrible for our gut microbiome because it switches us to a whole nother nervous system than the one that is helping process our food. That automatically occurs. So when we're stressed, all of a sudden we're always on point, looking for the lion in the grass, looking for someone who's going to come after us. But really, we need to calm down. I would encourage all of you to try to not get upset about the little things in life that don't matter, right? Let it flow past, let it go, because you're only hurting your gut and ultimately your own health. The last one, we couldn't say this without it. You need to stay hydrated. And we have a beautiful hydration product. You are a bag of water. Everything you do is immersed in water. All your chemistry, all your biology. You need to be well hydrated to maintain a healthy and diverse gut.